Hello folks, today we're coming back with another Minecraft video. Now I haven't posted anything to Akron recently, I haven't posted on YouTube recently, but I did want to talk about the newest project, which is Youngstown. Now currently, I've been working on a 1-to-1 scale of the current day Youngstown, Ohio. Now Youngstown is a city that was big in steel, and it's currently a major Rust Belt city in Northeast Ohio, just east of Cleveland, Akron, Canton, and west of Erie and Pittsburgh. So, we're going to start our tour way down here, and there's 3 different sections. I want to go through them, and I'll probably show you a smaller part. So this right here, this building is just a warehouse on the outskirts of the city. This is some really nice row building. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just, I don't know, it looks decent, and I think it's unique to the city. Very industrial city, having kind of a more rural-looking building is the best way to put it. I don't know. Over here is the loading bay for that warehouse, and just a lot of parking lots. Again, it's Rust Belt City, there's not a lot to see. Then we have some, like, corner row buildings. I'm not exactly sure why these are like the only ones left on this entire block besides that other one, but they do still look very nice, and I don't know, it's kind of like weird. I'm not sure why I like them so much. Over here, we have a massive public housing building. I'm not sure what this used to be, but currently it's a public housing building. In the server, it's being used as a public housing building. And yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys the inside. So I know you guys probably want to see that. Here's the lobby. It's not much to see. You know, it's kind of meant to look very old, very run down. Over here we have quite a few, some benches, some mailboxes, which will be claimed by people as a server, as I can get the server up and running. In here we have like some self-storage units and some like washer dryer machines. These won't actually be used, but they're just kind of there because they look cool. Now here we have the back, and after this there's some extra storage and just mostly apartments. Yeah, so over here we just have some random retail looking building. Again, the server, excuse me, the server is not live yet, so none of these buildings have anything in them. If you do, because you know, public housing building, which will be vital to the server. Here's an ugly building. I tried to make this look decent, but I don't know, it's just, like, in real life, it's just a kind of disgusting building. No offense to whoever designed or built it, you know, I don't like it. Here is the church. Yeah, it's a church. One of my friends made this to themselves. Shout out to Cola, who made her own Bible. Have fun. Also, Cola, I'm gonna point you out in this video. Finish, next time we get on, finish this freaking church up. Build some, I don't know, weird classrooms or something. Yeah, this is what the outside of the rest of the church looks like. It's kind of like a pitch pat, like a mix of just, like, old buildings, like really old buildings, and then you have some more modern buildings back here. Not sure I like it. Don't really care for it too much, but, you know, it's kind of there. Okay. Office building. Disgusting. I don't know. A lot of 60s office buildings suck. 70s too. Okay, I'll actually show you guys the outside, because this is actually a really cool building. Here is the admin house. This is my house. It's actually a duplex. One of my friends live in that side, I live in that side. Yeah, fun. It's a really big duplex, essentially. Here's the inside. This is the atrium. Yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. Going up here. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys my side of the duplex. First, we have this. It's a lounge room. Not too much to see. Here we have like this is like my dining room, but it's kind of like styled like as a bar or a diner. Sorry, I keep looking at my phone screen, not the Switch screen. It's kind of delayed. Here's the kitchen. I don't know. Not too proud of it. Not very good with interior design. More of an architect myself. At least when it comes to Minecraft. Going up the stairs. First, spiral staircase is really annoying. Going in here, first of all. Not finished yet. Here's my library. Again, not an interior designer. Go over here. Boom. Enchantment room. And that'll come in handy for, crap, I almost forgot to show you the movie theater. That'll come in handy, that room. Will come in handy for, I'll show you next. So here's the movie theater. Gaming room, kind of, I don't know. Just kind of threw it in there, because I was bored. You know what I could do with that room is I could put a green screen there. And do some weird, I don't know, something like TikTok something. Here's the blacksmith room. Yeah, fun. Made some hanging cauldrons. Kind of meant to, like, look like a steel mill, in a way. Here's that. This almost burned down the entire place once. When I put this furnace in. Blast furnaces, smaller ones. Probably shouldn't show that, but yeah, fun. Wait, did I forget anything? I don't know if there's anything on the side. I don't think there's. Nope, there isn't. Okay, cool. Here's the bedroom. Not much to see. Again, I suck at interior design. Have fun with that. Okay. Just gonna go and lecture down here. And here's one of the coolest blocks in my opinion. I don't know, I just really like the buildings on it, and they're like bigger. So here's like a newer style courthouse. So this used to be in that building too. Where courthouses. That one's just gonna be office space now. This one's a duplex for me and my friend. This is like a newer one. This will just be office space too. Kind of ugly. Not a big fan of it. Here's a building that this building is what this building could have been right here. This ugly office building. Uses a similar, like, not like the exact same block palette, but a similar enough block palette that I think that building could have looked cooler over there. But this one is my personal favorite. I don't know. I think this little bottom area with the parking lot, I don't know. It really adds something to it. I don't know what it is. It's just cool looking. Here's the Ohio One Hotel. Which is going to be another building that's... I still have to do a lobby for a lot of these buildings. Suck at making lobbies, but... You go in, hotel rooms. Pretty basic. Okay, 2 beds. Weird kitchen area. Dingy freaking bathroom. That's basically the same for every floor, for every room. Over here, some row buildings. Here's a row building. Fun. There's a row building that's off-center. I tried to center it. By expanding, it just didn't look good. The building itself doesn't look good. Here's a building, but it has kind of a twist on the side. If you want to see it. It has this. Now, in real life, this is just a mural. But I went ahead and just made it 3D, because I thought it looked kind of cool. Ready for a disgusting building? Here's a disgusting building. A 1980s attempt to make a row building. Never want to see that again. Okay. There's some weird row building. I see these a lot. These kind of office buildings. Not a big fan. Here's a really brutal looking... Like, this kind of reminds me of, like, brutalist architecture. This building right here. But it's a parking garage. And it has some, like, office... It has some, like, storefront space right here. This isn't actually a part of... Like, this bottom floor isn't a parking garage, but it's kind of there. Yeah. So we're going to start with the next block. Next row of them. So... We're going to start with these 2 buildings, because these look cool. And I'll show you the parking garage. Here's an old skyscraper. Front doesn't look too good, but the plaza-facing side looks really nice. Here is a building, and this is actually really cool. What I did, I had to replace the other side of it with iron bars instead of these banners, because if I didn't, this turned into like a lag machine on the server. But I used barrier blocks to hold up the banners. And it kind of looks like, you know, it's like these weird I-beams that kind of hang off of it. And I thought that kind of looked nice. Want to keep it. Here's the tallest building on the server. This is First Central Trust Building. And I'm using the names in real life. Again, these buildings their names might be changed as the server progresses when the server is live. There's a Huntington building. Both of these are really cool. But I do want to show you the lobby of this one. Because this is, you know, it's the tallest building. I think it's kind of iconic. So I used this as like carpet, and it's not perfectly lit, but it's just a lobby. It's just meant to be there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add fire alarms, since it has a wooden floor in case there's a fire. I saw some life hack with some something to essentially used walls to send up signals with observers, so I'm going to use that to do that fire alarm. And that's a really cool building, and what I like about it is that it really blends in with the row buildings next to it. So like you can walk, and yeah, you obviously, if you look up, it's a skyscraper, but if you don't really look up, it looks just like a normal row building, which really looks nice for a streetscape. And yeah, it's just some row buildings, very unique row buildings too. I'm actually going to start from this over here, because these are some really cool buildings. So these are two government buildings. Some of my first ones in the server. This is City Hall right here. Not a traditional City Hall, you know, normally not what you think of. Normally you think of something that looks more like the courthouse over there, the duplex. Yeah, this is City Hall for Youngstown. A lot of street-facing doors. Plants in the lobby. This is not true to the real lobby in Youngstown City Hall. This is just what I felt the server kind of stood for. All those things, just, you know, some cool things about it. Here's the main room. In the server, there will be 6 wards. So those would be like representation, like kind of representatives for the city, and of course the mayor. And yeah, cool, fun stuff. Here's some, just some like committee rooms. So you'd have like a smaller group of councilmen that be on certain committees that deal with certain things, whether it be like roads or maybe parks or something like that. Here's city planning rooms. Here's something that's really cool. This is a map of the city. So currently I've shown you, you know, if you see where my cursor is, all this. And currently we are here in the city. That's the entire map. You can see Federal Street, which kind of acts as a main road, even though Main Street is this road that crosses Federal Street right here and goes under this bridge. So yeah, fun. The rest of these are just like some more urban planning rooms, not really too special. Here's some offices. Most of these look the same. They just said, you know, chief of staff, things like that. Most of these positions will be filled because we probably won't have enough people on the server to adequately fill them. But yeah. Here's the mayor office. It's fun. Very fun. That's a library. Not much to see there. Here's an empty floor that just didn't have any windows, so I don't really know what to do with it. And here is a bunch of random crap I found over the years. I don't know. Not over the years, but just over my time on this world, working on it. Here's the police station. Crap. Here's the police station, using lights by accident. Yeah, interesting. Made of bones, because they look nice. Here's the armory. I know this is not true to actual police stations, but here's an armory. Bunch of stuff that you can use. Here's the dispatch room. Obviously not going to have this many dispatchers, but whatever. Here's just like a cafeteria room for the police. And bathrooms. I think that's a woman's. I've not labeled these. I don't look like I have the. Yeah, urinals are back here for the men's. Okay, so I have to label these, but that'll come at a far different time. Prison. The jail cells. And I know what you're gonna say. People can easily get out. I trust the people. I mean, they could work together, but I trust the people of the city that they won't do that. Empty floor. Offices that only has the chief office so far. So yeah, cool. Here's a fire escape. Not much to see with the fire escape, just the fire escape. Don't worry about it. Fire escape does fire escape stuff. You escape the fire. Here's the first building I built. It's shitty. I'm actually gonna start from this side with West Federal Street, which is what this this is West Federal Street. Then once you cross that, that's East Federal Street. This is the place where I want to put a coffee shop. I'm gonna make sure that it becomes a coffee shop because it looks really nice. More row buildings. The prominent party right now, which is the Democratic Socialist Party, has a headquarters here. I don't know. I'll have to finish that eventually. Here's a court. It's mainly offices. I'll show you the courtrooms though. Here's the criminal court. Here's the jury room. Here's the here's the judge, the podium, the stand. He'll give his verdict. That's the strike of the gavel. He'll give a paper that's either labeled guilty or not guilty. That'll be fun. Here's a civil court. This is like, you know, if you're suing somebody or, you know. Oh yeah, my friend's pit to hell. Don't worry about that. Essentially, that if you get found guilty, you get sent to the void. I think that's what he was trying to do. Don't know if it works. Don't really care because we actually have a better execution method right out back. That is burning at the stake. Essentially, a lot of the execution methods that I normally use wouldn't really work. There's no way to hang somebody in Minecraft. There's no way of lethal injection. I mean, there kind of is. You could use splash potions, but that's a little dangerous. So instead what will happen is I, as the admin, will go into creative, catch this all on fire, and they'll burn at the stake. How do I say this? A little bit, primitive, I will say, but it works. Moving on from my, execution methods, yeah, storefronts. Historic buildings. That look cool. Like them. Also a moment to say, like and subscribe. I don't really care if you do, I'm still gonna make content, but, just like and subscribe, because it looks cool. Just do it. It looks cool. It looks cool, my friend. Okay. So I'm just gonna start with this building. Row building. A lot of these are just row buildings, not much to say. Skim over a lot of them. Here's a, demolished theater. Again, Youngstown's a Rust Belt city. Yeah, I mean, it's demolished. Row buildings. Just gonna skim over this. Startup place. This is where if you want to start a business, you can get like a certain amount of money, which is emeralds. And you can start your own business. There'll be a better lobby out here. But like, you can start your own business, you can get your own storefront, you can customize that storefront, whatever you like. And yeah, that'll be I think it'll be cool. My inspiration is the real Northside Marketplace in Akron, Ohio, which has a lot of like small storefronts that are startup businesses, mostly online. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. If you're ever in Akron, check out Northside. Office building, a row building that like got its front knocked out and now has like a glass front. I don't know. Here's a skyscraper. Yeah, just office space. Not really much to say there either. I'm gonna start to this street too, over here. Here's like an older building that uses the same palette, kind of the same story as the other one. Oh crap! I didn't put windows on the top floor. You don't need windows where we're going. Again, this building uses a similar palette to that building, and I think, you know, it's like some of the buildings are newer and they don't look as good. That's why I like historic buildings a lot more in Minecraft, because they look nicer, and they're not as much as nicer. Like this building right here. Who actually made this? This is the most pointless building in Youngstown. Again, this is a 1-to-1 scale of Youngstown, so all the buildings that you see here are according to Google Earth, are there. Again, Rust Belt City, stuff gets knocked down all the time. There even could be new projects that I have not built yet just because they are not in Google Earth. I try my best to stay up to date, but sometimes it's just impossible with the ever-growing or shrinking cities. Here's some row buildings. Here, a row building. And two row buildings right there. This one looks kind of cool, but, you know, not much to see. Not much to see. Here is a, it almost looks like a utility building. You know, it's off-center door. It's just very much kind of there, kind of filling. And there's this, like, little area right here. One of my friends had a build that was in there. I would have knocked it over, but I used some structure blocks and just copy and pasted it right here. I don't know, looks cool. Fun. I don't know. Just a disgusting building. Probably going to be like, I don't know, strip club or something. Don't ask me. So we're actually going to, since we're done with this block, which is actually, I think, the largest block by area in the city. Definitely by the amount of buildings. We're going to check out Palace Theater. Real building in Youngstown, one of the only theaters left, I believe. So this is a, just real quick look in here. There's a lobby in here. I'm going to do like a newer theater in here. Probably more similar to like E.J. Thomas Hall in Akron. Yeah, it's actually really nice. There's going to be some like storefronts in here. And I think it'll look really nice. So if you see my reflection moving. Here's the main lobby area. We're just going to check in here. This is the theater. Has a balcony. This is the view you get from the balcony. Here is a private balcony. You get a view from there. Looks really nice. And if you want to get out of the balcony, you know, in case you're Abraham Lincoln and have some issues, go ahead and, yeah. Fun. Alright. Just some dilapidated old friggin' dollways. Not much to see. I like this building because it's like kind of iconic. I think it'll be used as a landmark, hopefully. Yeah. There's some dingy office buildings. I don't know. Don't care for them too much. Now this is a really cool block. I'm going to go all the way around the block. I think it looks really cool. Here's some row buildings. Now the story behind these is these used to be like really historic row buildings like these. But in the 60s, a lot of them had their faces ripped off to make them look more modern, to keep up with trends, because they were storefronts. And yeah, so what we're left with is a lot of buildings that have very bland exteriors, especially in areas that saw urban renewal from urban blight. Controversial at the time, still a very precedent issue today. Not the buildings, but just urban renewal in general. Hardware store. This will be like where you get blocks in case you want to do a project or interiorize or whatever. Here's an old storefront or like some building. It actually looks really nice. I really like it. I hope something happens. Here's a really cool like street. It has some like really small row buildings that I think will be really cool. I think it could turn into its own little center. Could be really nice. Parking lot. Park. And a building that is one building, but has like two storefronts, which I think is actually a really cool like idea. Here's the other one. So as we come up here, there's some buildings. Here's like a newer storefront kind of thing. I don't like it. Here's a skyscraper that's like really bland. I actually don't think it qualifies as a skyscraper, but it's a taller building. Kind of bland. Especially, it's kind of outshined by this building right here, which is absolutely a skyscraper. It's just a larger building that has some really, really nice detailing. Really nice building in general. Here's one of my proudest buildings. This reminds me of, like, the New York Stock Exchange building. I know it has, like, no resemblance, but it just kind of looks like it. Use TNT for the American flag. It looks good, and it's ironic. Yeah, fun. Okay. Wait, do I have doors down there, or do I just cover up doors? Okay, I do have doors. Here's a skyscraper, right on Public Square. Cool. Here's another building, taller building, more modern. I actually kind of like this one. I mean, it's a lot better than that other one right there. That really just kind of grade building, you know, kind of depressing. Then over here we have a row building, smaller. It has some weird modern extensions at the top. I don't really like. But especially from the sidewalk, it looks really nice. Like from the street. It has some really nice detailing. Art Deco, love it. Here's a building. It's nice, I like it. It's kind of an older building. Very sheer in the way it kind of cuts off there. It's kind of hurt by this ugly parking deck right here. Don't like it. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and like skip over. I don't want to give you guys a freaking... Actually, I'll give you guys a little flyover of the city. As we go to our last place, which is going to be like real quick, like a few minutes. Just give me a sec. It's this street, which is mostly parking lots. Old court building. Again, we already have a court, because the thing is, it's like, you know, there's like a state court, a district court, an appellate court, a bunch of different courts in Youngstown, because it's the seat of Mahoning County in Ohio. So there's a bunch of different courts, and most of the buildings, duplex, office space, and I kept the city court, county court. It's the county court, okay? Not the city court. Sound like an idiot. Here's a bridge. There'll be a big old river. Now this I have to do a little bit more with, because in real life this used to be a steel plant, but now it's a giant park. Like, I know there's probably a lot of Akronites watching, so think about it, like kind of like Lock 3. So there's going to be a big old stage right here, and a bunch of stuff. Probably going to cut it off here, so, you know, like render distance. You know. It's big. Then over here we have some rail. And if you see this little kind of like indent here, past this will be a big old river. That'll lead to some outskirt areas right before the highway, which is going to be the world border. Okay, so now that the tour is done, I'm going to go and fly over, and I'll go and tell you what the, I'll just talk for a bit. First of all, for the people that are joining the server, this is kind of a tour. Again, not finished. There's a little bit more farther that way that I have to finish up. Some more outskirtish, some more stuff on the outskirts. And, you know, I really hope, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get some more people recruited. So, again, subscribe if you want to see more. Again, I'm going to keep putting out content, hopefully a lot more as I start entering the summer. And I hope to do some more tutorials, some more build day kind of stuff. So yeah, have a great day, and goodbye.